What's going on, guys? I'm Mac, and welcome back to another 10-minute video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the free-to-play model and how it is kind of slowly, absolutely ruining gaming. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff, as we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And thank you guys so much for the recent support. It's been great seeing your guys' comments, and I love just having discussions in the comments down below. So if you feel like leaving a comment, leave a comment, and I'll try to respond. So why do I say that free-to-play gaming has ruined gaming? Because it's grown farther beyond the scope of the mobile game. And what I mean by that is most people blame, I think blame is the best way to put it, most people blame Fortnite for being the originator or the origin point for all free-to-play models following it. It's probably the most commonly copied free-to-play model, as even well-established series or games like Overwatch and Halo, both in their newest installments, have completely copied that model pretty much to a T, where it comes to an item shop and a battle pass and stuff like that. But I would hazard that Fortnite was not the originator. It was instead mobile games. And so mobile games really were the advent of having a quote-unquote free-to-play game that you would have to then invest money into to either complete it quicker or complete it in an easier fashion. Whether that was in Angry Birds, where you needed to buy like a super mega, like the big, like super beak one, like the big bird that like flies over the entire thing and blows everything up instantly and you finish a level. Or you're in Clash of Clans and you really want to speed up or your builds or have another builder and stuff like that. That's where I see where companies started realizing money in gaming is not just an investment in the initial investment and some post-game content, like, for instance, the Call of Duty DLCs or stuff like that. No. We're talking about not DLCs, not downloadable content that's already in the game. You just need to pay for it. Content that in any other scenario, you'd be able to earn it, like, for instance, in Halo Reach. But now in Halo Infinite, all those armors you have to then buy. So this model in general has worsened the gaming community, but I wouldn't say has worsened the gaming economy. And we have to find that balance. And so I'm not defending free-to-play models whatsoever. If I could go back in time and every game had a completely earnable and grindable system where you can earn every skin, earn every armor, earn every wrap on a gun, everything, I would want that. But also, we do have to acknowledge that gaming has never been more profitable, like, ever. Overwatch is having its best year. Halo, we're not going to talk about Halo, but there's been games that have been way more profitable than they've ever have before, and that is because of this. That's because of this model. Now, I will say companies have been more greedy than ever. That is why we're not feeling the full effects of these companies making millions and millions of dollars, because the investment isn't going directly right back into the game, directly right back into their developers and their artists. Instead, it's going back in the hands of the people at the very top of the food chain and the investors. That's why we are not seeing the exact, okay, we're getting this back. Now, this has cascaded into games that aren't just free-to-play. For instance, when Cyberpunk, but two major instances actually, Cyberpunk and also No Man's Sky, both at different eras in the gaming community, and both have shown that a game that releases fully broken and unplayable on release can eventually recover and become one of the greatest in their genre. And I'm going to say that with a bold chest. No Man's Sky is one of the best space-traveling, space-creating, one of the best space games ever created before, purely because of how much the developers loved the game. And while that might not have shown its face initially when the game first came out, as we were dealing with probably one of the biggest upsets of the entire gaming history in all of gaming when that game came out, and everybody's like, well, this is just the worst thing in the world. And the same thing happened with Cyberpunk, with years and years and years of hype and development for it to only come out and be the most buggy mess game that's ever come out in recent time. Of course, both those games have made a huge recovery and are very, very, very fondly looked upon now. But this isn't just some like, oh, one-off things. This is becoming a pattern, which is a bad pattern to see. However, it is up to the gaming community to reward games that do not adhere to this pattern. Games like Baldur's Gate 3 have come out, and are they technically considered a AAA developer? I'm not sure if they are, but I think a AA developer came out with that game, and we rewarded them by showing, hey, we love this game. It's still one of the most played games on Steam right now, even if it's not a multiplayer centric game. It's a single player focused game. It still has so many concurrent people playing on Steam. It's absolutely insane. We've rewarded a company by opening up our checkbooks. Who has a checkbook anymore? Opening up our digital Apple AirTag wallets and giving them money. And genuinely, speaking with your wallet is the best thing you can do for the long future of gaming. And I know there was FOMO. I know there was like plenty of games out there, and saying just don't buy anything is one of the lamest things in the world. But if I'm being honest, that's the hard truth. That's the lamest excuse for it, is just to say, don't buy anything. You're literally paying these people to continue to do what they do. Now, not playing the game, not supporting the game financially are some of the best ways to show your angst toward a game, your distrust toward a developer, and to show that, hey, this is not what I want. I will go play a different game. And not to bring Overwatch back into the fold, but this has recently happened with Overwatch. We have seen a developer come into the scene and completely rock the entire field of an entire genre, the hero shooter genre, one that has been pretty darn stale and has had next to no competitors. I mean, Overwatch's biggest competitors are Paladins and Concord for the 2 days that was out, and that was about it. Marvel Rivals came into the scene, crashing onto the scene, and has completely rocked everything, and has shown, if you do listen to your community, a community that is very, very outspoken, and I have a feeling those developers over at Marvel Rivals have been very patiently watching Overwatch and saying, okay, this is what they want, this is what they want, this is what they want to see. And while not the most biggest request currently, I remember a very long time ago, clans were a very highly featured, or clans or guilds were a very high featured request gaming feature for Overwatch for a while. And to see that come into Marvel Rivals, just one example of many, see that come into Marvel Rivals was kind of shocking. And then, of course, the item shop and that being amazing. Them pushing, Marvel Rivals pushing for their own battle pass to be not a battle pass where you have to buy it and then quickly have to complete it over the next couple months or it goes away for forever. They took the battle passes from Helldivers, from Among Us of all things, and in particular, Halo Infinite has one of the best battle pass systems. They took that and just ran with it, jam-packed it full of all the goodies, and made it a fair price. I think being fair towards your community is one of the biggest things you can do. And with these free-to-play games, these free-to-play models, it doesn't feel fair. And I know not everything in life is fair, but I would like to have the video game that either I have spent money or not spent money on. I would at least like it to feel like a game I want to play, and I feel like that they're giving me a fair deal out of this. I'm not sitting there and losing out on tons of content just because I don't want to spend money. And I say content in quotations, saying that a Kiriko skin or a Batman skin in Fortnite is actual content kind of pains me, because I would rather see a Black Ops 2 DLC seen as content than a skin in Fortnite and Overwatch be called content. Anyways, it was a little bit more of a rambly video, but I hope you still guys enjoyed. Yeah, the free-to-play model, it is slowly ruining gaming, and I hope I was able to show that a little bit. And if you have any more comments or whatever, I'd be happy to respond down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Oh, I lost again.